look at a tarp shelter setup. I've got it set up for cold weather. So let's see, take a look at the outside here real quick. Get the overall gist of what we're doing. And I'll show you what items we're working with. So the tarp is Mountain Smith Mountain Shade tarp, and we just have trekking poles, and then all the guy line we're using comes with the Mountain Smith tarp. And I'm using all of the stakes that came with the tarp, and then I'm having to use some additional stakes, so you'll have to pick up some more stakes. Here's one of the extras. We have the center line. It's not for the structure itself, it's for the interior structure, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So we're using these binder clips, paper clips, whatever you want to call them. So I made the back end a little bit lower to kind of shed, you know, rain or wind and whatever. So what I did is I've taken the corners and brought them over here, staked them together, kind of rolled that material up, clipped it 3 times. Of course, I got the side staked out here. Same thing on the other side, same thing on the front. The front end is higher, obviously. So we use this as our entrance. So if you're on the outside, you clip it to close it up, but you just reverse it when you're on. So I have 3 emergency mylar blankets that you get from Walmart for, I think they're $10, $11. They're pretty cheap. So I have one for my ground sheet, and then I have my Slumberjack bivy. So basically I have I took 2 emergency mylar blankets, and I took some guy wire, connected them through the eyelet grommets, and then created kind of a ridge. So we go here, we go over the top of there, and to make sure this wire, this cord here that's supporting the blankets doesn't, you know, come down or whatever, I put this little paper clip thing here, one of these, and ran it through there, so that'll keep it from falling down, keeps it lofted up. And then we just stake it down there, and then we can tension it as we need to. And then what we do is we do the same thing back here. We just run it through the top. I have it running over and going over this carabiner here. So it's going through the carabiner, and then we have it guide out, and then we can tension it how we need to. So it's pretty easy to get the emergency blankets kind of centered. You just run the small end first, is what I did, and then I ran the long end, or the tall end, and then you know, you can use the tensioners and adjust it which way you need it to go. So today it is January 14th, and it's been the mid-30s here in Texas, so it's been pretty cold. But when I lay inside here, let's get in here real quick. So you can see without the emergency blankets, it's a lot of space in here. I had my dog in here laying down earlier. I mean, you could easily fit 3 campers in here, you know. But if you're just doing this for yourself and you want to stay a little bit warmer in the cold weather camping, you can do this here. And then I'll show you something we can do to add a little bit more room in here as we get going. So let's crawl in here. So immediately entering in here, it's super warm, very warm. All right, I'm gonna close this up and then we'll come right back. I got the door, which is the taller end. I've got it clipped shut there. And you could probably move this clip further down and get rid of that little gap. I'm not real nitpicky right now. I'm just getting a little look-see here. We're gonna turn the camera around so you can see inside here. Okay, so I'm able to sit up, you know, as high as I need to. And we do have a few more inches above that, you know, up to the tarp. So if you wanted to get more room in here to your sides, you can just get a rock. You know, there's just about everywhere I've ever camped, you can find a rock or something. And you just take and stretch this out. Put a rock there. Maybe your boot or shoe. Let's try to put a shoe there. We'll do the same thing the other side. We can kind of stretch that out a little bit. There's a little bit more room, especially down when you start laying down. All right, let's lay down here. Okay, so you can see the end, the small end, how I've got the two material edges rolled together. And I went ahead and clipped them on the outside. Because I'm not going to be going in and out that way. I'm going to go in and out the tall side. But just laying in here, just with just pants and a long sleeve shirt, I mean, I'm very warm in here. I may have to get my little thermometer in here and see what kind of temperature readings we're getting. So far, I mean, just laying here with, I mean, it's got to be close to 50 degrees in here, I bet. Because this mylar material, you know, it reflects your heat back to you. So that's pretty cool. We're laying on it, and then we got it up on the sides and up over us there. So here's our shelter here on the outside at night. So we're at the entrance here. So, no wind tonight, just cold. Look at the back side here. I just have that's the bag for the tarp. Just have it hanging off the pole there. Alrighty. So here is what's our tarp shelter inside the mylar blanket. Here's my sleeping bag. And bivy bag. Okay, we're gonna get that zipped up. Alright, so here's what it looks like with the bivy sack zipped up all the way. So it's all the way zipped up. And there's the mesh. Down here's the cover. Do it like that. Covers it up. It's actually a light that's sewn into the socket, so I can't really adjust it too good. So you can see my breath, it's a little chilly. It's not super cold, but we're inside the little shelter I made. So, emergency blanket on the side. I got the thermometer outside. Let's see if I can reach it. I'll see what it says. Let's see what it reads. about 36 degrees. Eyes out of our thermometer, so to speak. Let's see here. Looks like it's going up to almost 40 degrees already. So we got the thermometer hanging up there. And this end here is open, and then here's the tarp itself. So I'm gonna put my hand outside of the mylar blanket, and then I'll bring it back in here. It's a pretty big difference. So imagine if we took some of those clips, paper clip deals or whatever, binder clips, and we clipped up the blankets, you know. We could really conserve a lot of heat that way. So thermometer, it's up to 48 now. It's still rising a little bit. Then next we'll put the thermometer inside the Slumberjack bivy. It's non-insulated. It is waterproof, but it's not an insulated bivy. We are using it is a Tetons. I think it's a Tracker 5-degree rated bag that I have inside here. So let's see what the thermometer says. Looks like it's holding about 48. I'm gonna get zipped up into the bivy. We'll put the thermometer in there, and then come back and see what it says. So it was 38 degrees with the thermometer outside of the tarp. We brought it inside here within the emergency blanket, and we went up 10 degrees, literally 5 or 7 minutes. So 10 degree difference. It's not bad, and we don't even have the ends closed up, so reflecting some heat back pretty good. Okay. Alright. So it's probably been maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and we're almost up to about 58 degrees. So it'll probably get close to 60 in a few more minutes possibly, but we'll call it 58. So we went from 38, 48 to 58. So now inside our bivy, we're 20 degrees warmer than the outside temperature. Okay, here we go. We're at almost 70 degrees, and we just got in here. Okay. So we're at 70 degrees. It'll probably get a little warmer. Yeah, it's starting to rise above 70 now. About 71. I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes and we'll come back and take a look. Alright, it's been close to 5 minutes. We're almost 80 degrees. So it's about 79 there. So it's 38 degrees outside. now we're up to 80 degrees inside of our sleeping bag. It's not bad. All right. Yeah, we'll call it 80 degrees there.